Hey guys, Peculiar here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be making a tutorial on how to crochet a bucket hat. This bucket hat is cotton candy inspired and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is a pretty in-depth video, so it's going to be a bit long, but I have all the instructions for the video. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and also turn on post notifications so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. Now let's get started. So for this video, you need a 5mm crochet hook. You might need a darning needle, some stitch markers. You only need one or two. You don't need these much. You need two colors of yarn. You could use any color of yarn you want. You don't even have to use two colors, but I just want to use two for the purpose of this video. The yarn is it says size 4 medium, and it's 100% acrylic. I can't remember the colors, but I forgot to mention this, but you might also need a tape measure or a ruler and a pair of scissors. Bernet brand. So for the first row, we're gonna make a magic ring. So wrap the yarn around your 3 fingers and then wrap it around one more time and make an X. Then use your pinky to support. Grab your hook, insert into that first loop. Use your hook to grab the other one, then turn. Then make something like a chain, so you're just gonna pull this through. And that's your magic ring. So we're gonna insert 6 single crochets into this circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So when you're done with that, you're gonna take the shortest string out and pull. Don't pull it too tightly because we're gonna use our hook to insert, and it's be hard if you do it all the way. So for row 2, we're gonna insert 2 single crochets into every stitch. So in a stitch, you're gonna see these V's. So we're gonna insert 2 single crochets into every stitch. So for the first one, we're gonna insert our hook. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and make a single crochet. And so for here, we're gonna introduce our stitch markers. So take your stitch marker and put it through that first stitch. Then we made 1 single crochet in that first loop, so we're gonna make another single crochet in the same loop. So insert and make another single crochet. And so for the rest of this row, we're gonna insert 2 single crochets into each stitch. So 1, and into that same stitch, we're gonna insert another single crochet. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, then 1, 2. So don't forget to pull the string. So pull the string so that the stitch is all closed in the middle. So pull. And so for the second row you should have 12 stitches. So let's count. That's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So we have 12 stitches for the second row. So for the third row, we're going to take the stitch marker off and insert 1 single crochet. So place the stitch marker back into that first single crochet we made, and then in the next row we're going to insert 2 single crochet. In the next stitch, we're going to insert 2 single crochets. So 1, we made the first single crochet, and now we're going to make another single crochet into the same stitch. So 2. So for this pattern, it's going to be insert 1 single crochet, then in the next stitch insert 2 single crochets. So insert 1 single crochet and insert 2 single crochets in the next stitch. So insert 1 single crochet and insert 2 single crochets in the next stitch. 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. 1 single crochet, and in the last stitch you should end up with 2 single crochets. So 2 single crochets in that last stitch, and we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. So for row 3 you should have 18 single crochets on row 3. So for row 4 we're going to insert 1 single crochet and place the stitch marker. So for row 4 we're going to insert 2 single crochet and increase in the third stitch. So 1 2 and increase in the third stitch. So 2 single crochets in that third stitch. So 1 2 and increase in that third stitch. So 2 single crochets in that third stitch. So 1 2 and increase. So 1 2 and increase. So 1 2 and increase. One, 2 and increase. So in that last stitch you should end up with 2 double crochets, 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. So we're done with row 4, and for row 5 it's gonna be 3 single crochets and increase in the 4th stitch. So that first single crochet and insert your stitch marker. Always insert your stitch marker because it's gonna be really tough for you to find that stitch. So we did 1 2 3. Now insert a increase in the 4th stitch. So 2 single crochets in the 4th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, and increase in the 4th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, now increase in the 4th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, and you should end up with 2 increases for your last stitch in row 4 or 5. So 2 increases. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've done 5 rows, and now for row 6, the pattern is just gonna keep going on. So for row 6, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. So single crochet 4 times and then increase in the 5th stitch. So first single crochet, then use your stitch marker to mark your work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then increase in the 5th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then increase in the 5th stitch. So 2 single crochets all the way till you get here. 2, 3, 4, then increase in the 5th stitch. Then increase in the 5th stitch. Three, 4, then increase in the 5th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then for row 6 you should end with 2 increases. So 2 single crochets for that last stitch. So as you can see, it's kind of forming a like a hexagon shape. It means you're doing a good job, so don't worry about it. And you guys are probably getting familiar with this pattern. So we did 6 rows, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we did 6 rows right now, and we're on to the 7th stitch. So single crochet 5 times, then increase in the 6th stitch. So for row 6, single crochet, for row 7, single crochet 5 times and increase in the 6th stitch. So first single, then insert, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then increase in that 6th stitch. So 2 single crochet in that 6th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then increase in that 6th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then increase in that 6th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then increase in that 6th stitch. So 2 single crochets. You guys are probably already familiar with this, and the pattern's just gonna keep going on and on like that. And this is gonna serve as the top of your hat. Oh shoot, I forgot to count. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then increase in that 6th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I got it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then increase in that 6th stitch. So in the last stitch you should end up with 2 single crochets. And yeah, mine's looking like a hexagon. And so we're just gonna keep repeating these rows all over and over and over till you measure it up against your head, and it's the size of the top of your head. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how it's supposed to be. And I'll insert what you're supposed to do for every row. I think I'm gonna go up to 13 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for row 7, we've made row 7. So for row 8, we're gonna insert a single crochet for the first 6 stitches, and then increase in the 7th stitch, and like that. But I'm still gonna insert what you're supposed to do for each row, so don't worry. So I'm gonna do this for about 12 rows, 12 to 13, I'm not sure. But yeah, keep going and I'll show you guys my progress. Okay, so guys, I finished all my rows and I did 13 rows in total because my head's pretty big, so I just went on the safe side and I did 13 rows. But if your head is bigger or smaller, if your head is bigger, you could do more rows, and if your head is smaller, you could do less rows. So yeah, that's it for the top of this hat. And now we're moving on to the side of the hat. So okay, so for the side of the hat, we're just gonna keep, inserting single crochets all through the sides without any increases. So we're gonna insert a single crochet all around for about 14 to 16 rows. It just depends how big or small your head is. My head is pretty big, so I might do like 15, 16, I'm not sure. But yeah, So take your stitch marker off. We're still gonna use it. So insert your first single crochet and place your stitch marker. I always put my stitch marker because it helps me, you know, keep track of my rows. But if you know how to keep track of your rows, sure, then go ahead. But like, I advise you to use your stitch marker. So from here onwards, I'm just gonna insert a single crochet all the way around the whole row for about 16 rows. So insert your single crochet, and I'll meet you guys when I have all the rows for the side portion. This hat is pretty easy so far, but yeah, just keep doing that until you have all the rows that you need, and then I'm gonna meet you guys when I'm done with mine. And you're gonna see your hat is gonna start to, you know, come up like an actual hat. You guys, y'all are gonna see, So I'm gonna finish mine and I'm gonna show you guys in the end. So yeah, I almost forgot about this, but we're also gonna switch our colors because I want to call it a cotton candy yarn, and the color that I have, it makes sense. So yeah, it's up to you if you want to use two colors. I'm just using two colors for the sake of this video, but if you want to use one color, that's extremely fine. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys how I ended my first row so you don't get confused. Okay, so I'm just basically placing all my single crochets for the first row, and I'm almost done. So keep placing and keep placing. Yeah, so I'm at the last stitch, and now I'm gonna place my last single crochet for row 1, and it's just the exact same thing. I'm not gonna make any slip stitches or anything. I'm just gonna take my what do you call this? I'm just gonna take my stitch marker off and I'm gonna place a single crochet in that stitch. So that is starting my second row, and I'm gonna place my stitch marker back, and yeah, I'm just gonna place a single crochet all the way for row 2 till I get satisfied with the length. And I'm also gonna add colors, but I'm not sure when. I think after 2 rows I'm gonna add colors. Okay, so I made about 16 rows. Wait, let me count. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. So I made about 16 rows, and now I'm ready to make a color change. So for the 17th row, which is the 4th row of no increase, we're gonna make a color change. Now to make a color change, take your stitch marker out, insert your hook. So bring this close by. Now insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. Now drop this color, drop the pink, and grab the blue. Do this. So yarn over, pull through with the green yarn, and then take the green yarn. Take the green yarn and then pull everything through, and then crochet with the green yarn. And don't forget to mark your work with the stitch marker. So I made my color change here, so mark, and get your 2 colors of yarn. Take your scissors and tie the both of them together. So I like to make 2 knots to make them extra secure. And that's how I do my color change. And so for row 17, keep inserting single crochet. This literally looks like candy, like cotton candy. I'm not even lying. I don't know why, but it just looks like cotton candy. But yeah, keep making your no increase rows. Okay, so keep doing this, and I'll meet you guys when I'm done. So I made 1 row of green, and I wanted to switch it back because it's looking too dramatic. I don't know why. It's just looking too dramatic for me, so I just want to make 1 row of green. So I'm gonna change it up. So I'm gonna take my pink yarn and switch colors. I'm gonna take out my stitch marker. Then I'm gonna insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, and take the pink color and pull it through. Then take all of this and pull it through. So then cut off the green and make a very tight knot. If you guys hear any music in the background, I'm so sorry. My siblings just don't care. So yeah. Okay, so that was my first stitch for this row. So I'm gonna place a stitch marker, and then I'm gonna go on and place single crochet for every row. Okay, so guys, I've made 22 rows, which is 9 rows of no increase. And now I want to make my second color change because why not? So I want to attach another green color. So from the first one I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I made 5 rows after the first color change. So I want to make another color change to my work. So insert your hook, take the stitch marker off. So insert your hook into that next stitch, yarn over, drop the pink yarn, and then take the green yarn and pull it through the 2 loops. Then insert your stitch marker, grab your scissors, and cut the yarn you're not using. And then make 2 knots so it can be sturdy. Then you can cut all that off later. Like all that junk is gonna be cut off later, so don't worry about that. And then so from here, I'm just gonna make a color change throughout this row. So I'm gonna do a row of green, and I'll meet you guys when I'm done. So like I said, I made 22 rows, so this is gonna be my 23rd row, which is my 10th row of no increase. So I'm done with my second color change, and now I'm gonna change it back to pink. So take the stitch marker off, insert into that next stitch, pull through, and then introduce your pink yarn, grab it and grab it and pull through, and then you've made your first stitch. And then place your stitch marker into that first stitch, and then cut up the yarn that you're not using. So we're not using green, so we cut off green, and make a knot with the pink yarn. And so from here, we're gonna start making our 24th row all the way down. Rows 24 to 29 are the remaining 6 rows after we've made the second color change. So these are also non-increase rows as well. Okay, so I'm done with the side of my hat, and I made a total of 29 rows. So I made 13 for the top, and I made 16 no increase rows for the side, because my head is really big for some reason. I don't know, but yeah. So from now we're gonna make the little flower thingy, brim thingy. I don't know what you call it, but I'm using this as a reference. But you see these things right here? That's what we're gonna make right now. So after we've made 16 rows of no increase, we're gonna start making the flower thingy of the hat. So take out your stitch marker and make a single crochet in that first space and place your stitch marker back. And from here we're gonna make 8 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in the 9th double crochet, in the 9th single crochet, I'm so sorry, in the 9th single crochet, we're gonna single crochet 3 times into that one stitch. So first single crochet, second single crochet, and third single crochet. Then we're gonna single crochet 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in that 9th stitch we're gonna single crochet 3 times. So we're basically making an increase in the 9th stitch, but with three single crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. So go ahead for 8 times and then increase in the 9th stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and increase in the 9th stitch. So 1, 2, 3. And you're just gonna keep repeating this process for the whole entire row. So I only have 6 stitches remaining, so that's fine. Like, that's not an issue. So just make your single crochet all the way to the last stitch. And so in that last stitch, I'm just gonna insert 3 single crochets. I mean, it's okay to not have the perfect number. So this is what the hat is looking like so far. So take your stitch marker off and insert a single crochet, so in every 5 stitches increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make an increase right here. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make an increase. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make an increase in that 5th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make an increase in that 5th stitch. So 3 single crochets in that 5th stitch, and you're just gonna keep going all the way around till you get to the stitch marker. So I'm at the end of my row where I increased in the 5th stitch, and I have 2 rows remaining, so I have to increase, and I have 1 more row, and I'm just gonna place a single crochet in there. Like, it doesn't always work, it doesn't always have to be like perfect, but yeah. So for the next few rows, so how many rows have we made? We've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. And I think I'm gonna make 5 more rows, which makes it 36. So we're gonna do 36 rows in total. So yeah, for this 36 rows. We're not gonna increase, we're just gonna insert single crochets all around for 5 more rows. So single crochet your way all throughout the remaining 5 rows, and I'll meet you guys when I'm all done and I'm ready. Okay, so I'm not done, but I just wanted to tell you guys that if you want your thing, the brim, I don't know if it's the brim, but I'm just gonna call it the brim. But if you want the brim, which is these flower side thingies, if you want them to be like more curlier, like fluffier, like, you know, that flower shape, you could add more increases if you want. Just add increases like anywhere you want, and that place is gonna start curling up like this. So yeah. Okay, so I finished with my hat, and I only made 4 extra rows. So in total we made 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33. So in total we made 34 rows. So 13 rows of for the top, and then 16 rows for the side. And when you do the math, I think you get, wait, okay, yeah, so I did the math, and I only did 5 rows for the brim. And yeah, I'm basically done with this hat. So what I'm just gonna do is make a slip stitch into that next stitch. So insert and make a slip stitch, then chain 2 and cut off your work. And then pull it through. And this is where you might need your darning needle. I don't know how to use the darning needle to weave in my ends, so I'm just gonna use my crochet hook. Nobody's really gonna see the yarn, and I'll just cut it right there. And I'll cut every single thing that I don't need. So I'll turn it inside out. And I'll cut all of this that I don't need. And then for here, I'll just make 2 knots. And then I'm done with this hat. Yay. Okay, so guys, I'm done with this bucket hat, and this is the final result. This is what the inside looks like, and this is what the front looks like. It's not bad. I don't think I did a bad job. It's okay. So yeah, this is the end of this video. I hope you like this tutorial. Please like this video, drop a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.